What if you had the chance to invest in India's next big growth city? Before it becomes the next big headline,
We are talking about Dholera, a city born from a plan, built for what's needed for the future.
in this video, let's explore Dholera's journey, its past, its present progress, and its future potential.
Before the roads were drawn, before the soil was surveyed, Dholera began as an idea, bold, precise, and decades ahead of its time. What if we could build a city not to catch up with the future, but to meet it head-on? A city that didn't inherit problems, but was born with purpose. Designed not around traffic, chaos, and compromise, but around industry, innovation, and intent. That was the plan. India's first Greenfield industrial smart city, mapped zone by zone, sector by sector, with land ready, fast approvals, and planned infrastructure. At its core, a first of its kind underground utility corridor carrying everything a future city needs: power, water, data, and resilience. Dholera wasn't imagined as real estate.
It was envisioned as a launchpad now for industries, for investment, and for India's next leap forward.
A great plan means little without execution, and Dholera's journey from blueprint to groundwork has taken steady, purposeful strides over the last decade. It all began in 2009. That's when the SIR Act was passed and Dholera Special Investment Region was declared. The same year, global engineering firm Crore was brought in to chart the first master plan. By 2013, global giant AECOM stepped in as the official master planner, tasked with turning this vision into a real buildable city. In the years that followed,
A dedicated development authority was formed. Key environmental clearances were secured. Town planning schemes and zoning policies were finalized.
then came 2017, when real on-ground infrastructure finally began. Roads, utilities, civic foundations, all taking shape. But it was 2020 that became a turning point. As the world faced a global lockdown, semiconductor supply chains collapsed, forcing nations to rethink resilience. India responded with its Atmanirbhar Bharat vision, and Dholera was placed on the map for high-tech manufacturing. By 2022, momentum picked up. Tata's Solar Park Phase 1 was completed, work began on the Dholera International Airport, and Tata-PSMC's landmark semiconductor collaboration was seeded. Since then, it's been full throttle. 22 square kilometers activated for early development, the Ahmedabad-Dholera expressway is now complete, and industrial giants like Tata, Renew, and PSMC have locked in long-term projects. From policy to pavement,
Dholera's past isn't just a promise. It's a proven path, now powering its future.
today, Dholera's story has shifted from blueprint to breakthrough. Let's start with infrastructure first. The 109-kilometer Ahmedabad-Dholera expressway is now complete, transforming regional access by reducing travel time from 2 hours to just 45 minutes. Next is the Dholera International Airport. Phase 1 civil works were completed in December 2025, and the project is now moving into licensing, calibration, and trial runs. Cargo operations and commercial flights are expected to follow in 2026. And then came the headline maker.
The Tata-PSMC Semiconductor plant, a 91,000 crore project, is currently under construction.
This will be India's first commercial AI-enabled chip manufacturing facility, with production targeted by December 2026. But the momentum doesn't stop there.
In just the last 6 months alone, from August 2025 to February 26, over 2.5 lakh crore has been invested into Dholera across sectors.
That includes a $10 billion investment in solar data centers, a confirmed aerospace manufacturing facility by Adani Group and Embraer, 8,800 crore committed for power semiconductors, and 1,000 crore for silicon photonics. A 1,200 megawatt solar park now operational, part of a planned 5,000 megawatt green energy system. Dedicated allocation of funds for specialized semiconductor zone infrastructure, and Bhavnagar to Dholera rail routes entering execution phase. Major investment commitments from the UAE across clean energy and logistics sectors. Multiple Japanese giants are now active in Dholera, supporting chip fabs, logistics, and materials. From Tokyo Electron, Fujifilm, and ROM to To Nagase, Nippon Express and Sumitomo Chemical, they're building a high-tech supply chain around India's semiconductor ambitions. That's not just development, that's industrial-scale acceleration. On the city building side, several infrastructure projects are already complete. The ABCD building, the City Integrated Operations Center, full road network and utility corridor, water and effluent and sewage treatment plants, power systems, and even a scenic canal front. Ongoing urban projects include a multi-speciality hospital, an integrated school, investor accommodation, a multi-cuisine food court, residential and commercial complexes, a corporate hotel, fire station, and an international tent city. And perhaps the biggest indicator of Dholera's momentum? It's no longer just local or regional players involved.
Dholera has now attracted over 6 lakh crore in committed investments from 15 plus global countries,
including the US, Japan, Taiwan, UK, Germany, Singapore, and the UAE. In short, Dholera is not just India's project, it's a global bet on India's infrastructure future. So what's next for Dholera? The foundation is laid, and now the city is entering its expansion phase. The next 5 to 10 years will be about scale, expanding industrial zones, activating residential and commercial districts, and accelerating exports via air, rail, and port-linked logistics.
phase-wise land release, zoning activations, and policy-backed incentives will attract newer industries
like EV tech, aerospace, precision electronics, AI, and defense manufacturing. Urban infrastructure will follow: schools, hospitals, retail, and cultural spaces, not just to support growth, but to create livable ecosystems for professionals and families.
And because Dholera is fully master planned, it won't suffer from the ad hoc congestion or unplanned sprawl we see in traditional cities.
For investors, the window of entry is narrowing. As more global companies lock in land and projects, Dholera will evolve from vision stage opportunity to institutional asset class. In short,
The risk curve is flattening, and the opportunity curve is rising. This isn't about hype, it's about timing.
for serious investors, Dholera today isn't just a case study in infrastructure, it's a chance to be part of a long-term growth zone while it is still unfolding.
At RWI Developers, we've been closely tracking Dholera's evolution for years. We now have 2 active land projects here.
Harmony Nest and Estate 110, both offering NA residential plots in promising zones aligned with upcoming infrastructure.
As a brand, RWI Developers is built on one belief: real estate decisions should be backed by clarity, not just speculation.
We combine on-ground expertise with long-term vision, so you invest where growth is real, not just talked about. If you're thinking about investing in land in Dholera, now is the time to explore.
Reach out to us today for personalized guidance on location, timing, and how to get started the right way.
Because when it comes to emerging corridors like this, what you choose now decides what you own later.